that basement hook is a very dangerous spot to be in. You don't want to be down there when Singularity could come back at any point. Just kind of hold the hook, get those stages up, and with everyone infected, still very high mobility with the cameras, and honestly, you can see these quick camera changes. Angels knows what they're doing, keeping the mobility, keeping their eyes basically everywhere, not really giving Mercy survivors a chance to really have a breather, so incredibly strong start. And another slipstream onto Merch. This is kind of scary, and Ace has been found a really nice vault there. I think that may have actually been Finesse. Getting Ace out of there and some distance, which definitely is needed. Re-infect onto Lara again. I don't think I've ever seen a Singularity game where literally all 4 survivors are pretty much never not infected. Dragon's Grip now proccing, meaning that Ace is now exposed, and Angels is in overclock again, so this might be a very quick down, especially with Ace having no more pallets. Oh, I know we do have a little edge filler here, but it's not enough. Ace will go down for the second stage. Our tunnel out has been secured. As Singularity has just said, all things seem to be for Angel's desire right now. Another nice quick TP onto Ward. Getting a nice quick gen kick as well. That speed up from the overclock really coming in fast to make sure these gen kicks are very quick. Getting the pallet break with overclock, and Claude has been dragon script. Very dangerous spot to be in a corner with the jungle gym, but at the same time does still have some resources, has a window, but it's not quite enough going down to the expose of dragon's grip. It looks like Angel's maybe looking for a slot, checking around to make sure there's not too much going on with the generators, with the cameras, but our second gen has now popped. Painres will be probably coming through onto Ward, very nice, making so we get some more regression happening on the most progressed gen. So we have 2 gens that have gotten a regression, one regressing, and Angels is sitting in a pretty strong position. 4 stages on the board already at 3 generators remaining, and a very good web of cameras to check around things, make sure everyone stays infected, everyone's constantly gooped, and has max mobility. Singularity is a killer that if these cameras are not dealt with, can literally be anywhere at any time. Line of sight block is obviously your best friend in this instance, but just like we've seen now, I believe this was Jake, has just been scanned and TP'd onto, but Angels looks like they're going to be going back to the hooks. Deny that unhook so that we get the second stage. Lara now being TP'd onto before the EMP can come through, and a nice down onto Merge. I believe that might have been Dragon's Grip again. I could be wrong, but so much Dragon's Grip value at the moment. Opting to slog Merch here to get the pressure onto Jake. Really good, because that means we'll have 2 slug, one is on hook, and a nice pallet stun does buy Tylon that little bit more time. Getting a re-infect onto, I think it's Tylon as well. Getting that scan in, yes, no, it was Doc. The tunnel out, and with overclock, this pallet is very dangerous. Getting our first tag onto Doc. This might be our first survivor leaving the trial momentarily. Ward has also gone to second, so we have 2 Deathlock survivors. A TP coming through onto Tylon. This is not good. 3 people down, 2 slugged, 1 on hook. Doc injured and infected by the slipstream. This could be catastrophic. If we'll have to see if Doc can pull something. We do get the cleanse of the slipstream, so Angels is going to have to get a re-infect and to get TP onto Doc, so buying that little bit of freedom, a little bit of space. But what a phenomenal start for X9's Angels. But in saying that, Mercy survivors do have a lot of gen progress at the moment. And this is not on just one gen, it's over multiple gens, so this is showing the caliber of the teams. I think Doc was looking to maybe get one more gen done, make the win condition a 4K3, but we don't get it. A quick TP by Angels over the pallet, and Life coming through, buying Doc that little bit more time, possibly to make it to main building, re-firing the slipstream for the quicker vault into main, but I don't think Doc has too many resources left. We do have this sort of mid-filler pallet. With pallet density coming through, there isn't a lot of resources remaining. Thank you, devs. Definitely what we wanted. Less pallets. But with a few little taps, I think we're doing a little bit of funny banter. We love it. But Ace is doing pretty good to hold this up. Gets the revolt, vaults back into Angels, and that will be our first match of it, or first set of the match. First game, 4K at 3. Fantastic start for X9, and honestly, really well played by Mercy survivors. with that much pressure, constantly being slipstreamed, and still managing to have such high gem pressure, that was very close to a 4K at 2. And I'm sure Angels is very happy with themselves. Very, very strong performance. Making sure that literally there was no downtime for the survivors. All four always slipstreamed. Never a chance to clear. Always had to be in danger of being teleported onto. And with the web of cameras that Angel set up, they were just able to be everywhere at all times. The final hook onto Talon, about to come through, securing the 4K at 3, meaning Mercy needs a 4K at 4. Very strong performance and a pretty tough win con, but hey, this is Singularity. You never know what the bioorganic machine could do, but honestly, what a strong performance to start off our grand final. I hope that everyone's enjoying our banger start, and it shows the tone of what today's going to be, so I hope you guys will stick with us for a very short intermission while we set up the next match, but sick tune. I think today is going to be a monstrously exciting day. Be right back. Lion Clan versus Mercy. Ward from Mercy taking on Singularity against X9 Survivors with a win condition of 4K4. A very scary win con in the competitive scene, as that's not a lot of room to let gens go through, but we'll have to see how Ward goes. The impossible is possible until it's not done, until it's not there. My bad, my words are slipping. It's how excited I am for today's event. Setting up our cameras through the corrupt time, making sure that we have our web all ready to go. Checking around, using our cameras also quickly to check if we have any survivors. We have caught out someone. This could be, I think, our Ash, a very rare survivor to see in DBD. It is Ash, has the EMP ready to go though, so we'll be able to get a quick cleanse, but Ward straight back onto him with a fresh camera and a reinfect. The scan coming through, Ward holding Ash in this corner, but oh my god, Note is playing it very well to make sure that it doesn't get the TP scan, making sure all the overclock is not in play. Does get tagged though, but will make it to main, one of the more stronger loops on Blood Lodge. But if you're slipstreamed, not the greatest thing when you're versing a Singularity who can just TP straight onto you through the walls. Balanced landing though is coming through, giving Ash more time to make the loop more stronger. Does get the window vault, but holding window to make sure that Singularity cannot TP over. Very smart play, but will it cost the down? No, it doesn't. No, it gets a beautiful pallet stun, allowing him to get away. Lara might be able to get the EMP off, but doesn't quite get it in time. Nancy making it away with, I believe it was Sprint Bus as well, so we're able to kick this gen that had high progress, but both survivors slipping away with no tag, so we've got one injury on the board with Note, but that is a very strong start for X9 Clan survivors, but it's not over yet for Ward. Depending on their gen pressure, we might only have that one gen with that high progress at the moment, and I think Note has been found again. Yes, it is Note, so we're back heading towards the corner jungle gym that we were at before, but our first gen is popping, meaning our win condition is currently live. Ward really can't afford to have another gen pop, otherwise we'll be at our Tycon, which another gen popping means we are at tie condition. Overclock also looked like it was going to run out, but I think it had just enough time to get that increased pallet break speed. But Note is doing phenomenal here to hold this chase, give their team the most amount of time to get these gens done, and with only one gen needing to be done, it's a very scary spot. Angels coming in with the EMP to free Note of the goop, meaning that this corner pallet is actually playable. Also, it looks like Angels is coming in for the hit take, slowing things down for Ward. This is textbook Survivor gameplay. I hope everyone is taking notes. Really extending this first chase, which Ward really probably did not want to be taking this long. But the down finally comes through. It was a very long chase, but honestly, really well played. Firecracker going down, but we don't get the save. So close, Angels, so close. Camera being placed up onto the corner tree, allowing Angels to now be infected. TP getting cancelled out. I think we have the bait. That was a beautiful TP bait to make Angels vault into the window, into Singularity's loving arms. So this will be our second stage joining the board, and it looks to be a pain res. We do have a little bit of a different build. Wretched Fate on top of the usual pain res, eruption, and corrupt. Corrupt being a pretty staple perk for Singularity, allowing you to have the time to set up your web of cameras. But this is a scary situation. One gen pop wins the Singu set for X9, so we can't even really afford to camp Angels out for those extra stages, because if one more gen pops, that's it. The first first round of the match is over, and that's a scary sound of a very high progress gen. Lara does have the EMP there as well, ready to go if Ward does get the scan. Really nice job to block line of sight so that they don't, but the scan does come through. But we have a hit onto the wall with the camera, so we don't get the TP, but Ward can just reset up the camera, getting that scan onto Lara. Lara is now slipstreamed again, and this might be a tag to the window, but no, finesse! What are the odds of that? Lara having finesse. Saves with the window vault, meaning that doesn't get the tag, buying more time, which Ward cannot afford the team to have. TPs through the jungle gym, trying to read the double back. What a fake, but Lara was all over it. Heading towards this mid filler pallet, is scanned though, so can be overclocked. Ash doing a good job to dodge the scan there, meaning that Shack Gen could pop. Another finesse vault from Lara, making the most of this small filler pallet, which normally wouldn't be the most safest pallet, but doing incredibly well to last it. And our third gen has popped, meaning X9 Clan will be taking the Singularity set, but let's see how much more Jar has to offer. Tag coming in is Slipstream, so not in the most comfortable position. Tippy coming through, and our fourth gen has popped. X9 Clan aren't here to play around. Incredibly fast pallet break thanks to Overclock, but we have another filler pallet. Am I wrong, or is pallet density seeming to not be a thing? Because we also have another filler pallet right next to it, but Jar does go down with one gen remaining. Is checking for the save, and we do see Nancy is nearby, lurking just to add a bit of pressure on the pickup under the pallet, not allowing Ward to get that pickup for free. And we're unsure if there might be some other survivors around as well, but the pick comes through, and the swing out means that Nancy Wispy does not get the pallet save. A little bit of nodders there from Ward. Very good attempt, but the hook does come through, so Wispy is now taking chase along the edge map. Nearby hooks, so we'll probably hopefully be trying to get away. I believe that was a slow vault, but it does mean that Wispy gets tagged, but isn't slipstreamed, so Singularity cannot tip you over, and that does give Nancy the movement speed they need to make it back for the unhook onto Jar. Last gen has popped though, so we are at exit gates. Jar doing a great job to body block at the pallet, but does get grabbed, so we are at the final stages of this match. Ward does look to be trying to drag this hook as far away from the gates as they possibly can. Doing a bit of backpack gaming. We have dropped Jar. I wonder if Agitation would have been very funny there to try and do a bit of a backpack down onto Nancy. Oh, a nice window vault into main. Very well played. Camera being placed though. Wispy is now marked. Scan coming through. Oh, we have the scan cancel. And we get the grab through the window. That was a pretty close grab there. I think that Wispy was on the verge of making it out of that. But in saying that, Jar, I do not believe can be picked up now. With the amount of wiggle progress that they would have, as soon as Ward went to pick up, I'm pretty sure Lara will be not far off being able to wiggle off. So they might end up just getting left on the ground, and the others might get forced out. It looks like Jar might be crawling towards the hook. Let's see if we have enough time to get this final hook in. We do. That will secure, I believe, 8 stages totaling, 4 fresh, 4 Ward. A still phenomenal result considering the caliber of these teams we have today. But a very, very good start, and that means that X9 Clan will be taking our Singularity set for our first match today of the Grand Final. What an explosive start. Definitely not your average Singularity gameplay you would normally see, but we'll have to see what happens in our next set when I believe Mercy starts us off with Killer against X9 Clan Survivors. So stay tuned. We'll be back very shortly for our second set. Welcome back everyone to the grand final of Blood Rush League, X9 Clan vs Mercy, set 2, Sadako. Not a killer you normally would see around, being a bit of a interesting killer choice. M1 killer for most parts, unless you can get those condemned stacks up. We'll have to see what happens when you put a Sadako into a experienced and very strong player's hand, like X9 Clan and Mercy, with Ward being our killer for Mercy. And Haunted Ground, I was about to talk about that, has just been procced. All survivors are now exposed for, I believe it's 60 seconds, so probably not the timing that Ward would want Haunted Ground to be procced, so we'll have to see if we find a survivor before the duration of Haunted Ground runs out, try and get an insta-down with it. Oh, that's a very tough perk to be losing so early on. We do spot, I think it's Zathis, our ace, along the main street. We spot two survivors. We spot both Jar and Zafra, and Note has also been found. We still have a little bit of duration on Haunted Ground, so maybe able to make something happen with it. Meanwhile, though, Condemned stacks are building up. This killer having the ability to straight up moor you out of the game without a single hook being in play, so I'd be very interested to see if we get some Condemned kills happening in this match. Our second totem has been popped. Blood Favor is gone. This is a pretty rough start for Ward, losing two of their perks very early on. Two of them, I would say, are very strong perks. Blood Favor being strong, with Haunted Ground not probably wanting to be found at the start, but Note was being forced to play the 50 on the pallet, but does get away to make it to our mid pallet in the garden. Is still playing by Corrupt as well, allowing X9 Clan survivors to be able to pressurize some gens. Corrupt is going down though now, so all gens are officially unblocked. And Note was chilling by the pallet. I don't think they quite realized that Sadako was down there, but does have a lot of pallets to play. Haddonfield being a pretty strong map for the survivor side, but getting caught off with the 50s and will go down. In saying that though, that was a pretty good start. Two very lethal totems with Haunted Ground and Blood Favor being popped early during Corrupt as well, meaning that if Blood Favor or Haunted Ground down happened, we would have lost our Corrupt, but that does mean that we haven't got as much gen pressure happening, and also our 3-gen that Corrupt normally covers would have protected the whole time. We have found Zaphras now. Zaphras, I believe, yes. I might be wrong, but I apologize if I am. Around the backside of main, opting to TP away, try and build up some more of those Condemned stacks. Hopefully the survivors will be doing their tapes, making sure that they don't have too much Condemned progress, because once you are hooked, your current Condemned progress is locked in. I can't remember if it's up to a certain point, but still, the build-up of Condemned will slowly increase each time you're hooked and locked in. And if you're at max stacks, unless you deposit that tape, you're next down, you're out of the game. Reminds me of good old Myers with Tombstone, all the fun times getting moored off literal 0 hooks. But Note has been left on hook at the moment. We're getting some gen progress, but it will mean that Ward might be able to secure a second stage here. But in saying that, both Note and I believe Angel will know about our remaining Hex Totem, Ruin. But I think we might be able to secure our second stage here. The body lock's coming through onto Angels to make sure that they can't get that unhook. Goes in for it. Will it be enough time? No! Angels does get the unhook, denying that second stage. But Angels will go down for it, and Ward is straight back onto Note. Wanted to get that second stage onto the board while they're injured. Don't let them reset. Oh no, we're opting to go back. Looks like we're going to claim our second fresh hook onto Angel, with our second gen now popping as well. Ruin's still being in play though. Very strong perk to still have in play, as long as Ward can kind of harass the survivors, get them off of the generators and not let them hard stick them, making Ruin not affect them at all. Back into our our manifested form, so that we are completely undetectable, no red stain, no terror radius, but we do have that eerie hum that survivors can listen out for to tell when you're coming. But Note has been caught off in the garden. Does have a pretty good pallet to play off though, a nice long bush pallet to play. This is looking pretty tough for Ward. 2 stages have been locked onto the board. 2 injured survivors still, but I reckon Angels is probably going to be getting reset soon, and Ruin has propped. So we now have essentially perkless Sadako in the midst. Not sure what their Condemned stats are. If they've been doing their TVs, they won't have much, but the benefit of Sadako's updates a while ago, she can no longer get stunned while demanifests. So, and also, as we'll see, you cannot body block her either. So, as much as Jar was coming in to try and give Note a hand, extend his chest and try and buy a little bit of time with a hit take, Ward was able to just phase straight through them. Oh, we got caught up on the pallet, not getting the hit onto Jar. That was unfortunate, but looks like Jar's opting to play the corner Z-wall bush Never seen a Z-Wall as a bush before. That's very interesting to see. But looks like we'll be going back to claim our pickup onto Note. Anyone around for a save? No. So this will be Note's second stage of the trial. Oh no, it looks like it might be a basement hook. That's a bit scary. With Sadako being able to beat to nearby TVs, always get back to it. This could be Note's final hook if the team decides to just opt for gen pressure over the unhook. But in saying that, we only do have one hook stage onto Angels, and both Zafiris and Jar are fresh, so not the worst situation. And also, with Ruin now being gone as well, we have no gen regression. We are literally down to just pure skill, pure macro and micro, pure game sense. So we'll have to see if that's enough to carry Ward through. Opting to drop chase on Jar, check on the 3-gen at the backside of the 2-story house, getting some TPs in to try and build up that Condemned, because that's the thing, if we get a Condemned kill on top of Note being on base and hook, this will be a very strong position for Ward to be in. We still have 3 gens remaining, but still, and look at that, this is what I mean by having that knowledge. TPing back to main building at the perfect time, burning through the endurance effect, but with the update you do get a bit more, but we've had a double gen pop. These guys have been busy, making sure that these gens are firing on all cylinders. I believe the endurance would have run out though, so Note's on a limited amount of time, but Jar's still here for the hit takes, but as we mentioned before, Sadako having that ability to just phase straight through survivors while demanifested, but doesn't get the hit on the police car pallet. Looks like Jar might be breaking off. It seems like Note's happy just to keep playing these sort of mid-street pallets, does have the central street pallet to play around, and we will need to manifest before swinging, but it looks like we do get it, so Note will be going down, meaning that we will be removing one survivor from the trial, unless we maybe get a firecracker save? No. Unfortunately, Note will be out of the trial now, but with 1 gen remaining, X9 Clan have been putting the pressure up. We do still have... Wait. We had someone condemned there for a second. We're getting Killer Instinct. But I think, yep, they've managed to cleanse it with the tapes. If you're on top of your tapes, you go back by it. It's either, I think, 2 or 3 charges of condemned. So Jar is now safe again, not at risk of being moried, which would give 3 stages plus a kill straight off the bat and probably turn the tide into Ward's favor quite nicely. Angels look to be almost in chase, but Ward breaking off to go check on their gen by the garden near main. Has caught out another survivor, unsure who it was, as I didn't get to see. It's both survivors, Zafir and Jar, playing around the right side of main. We go around to Main Street again, but we do have those down pallets that I think we may have broken the cop car pallet, but I don't know if we broke the mid street, but that is enough to give a hit onto Zafiris. And if we can get a quick down here, this would be a pretty good spot for Ward to be in. And a 4K1 win con, or sorry, 4K2 win con, I think that it could be doable for our survivors in terms of getting those gens done. Zafiris now taking chase along Main Street, heading up to our other 2-story house. Does pre-drop the pallet by the front, by the car. A pretty strong, safe loop to play. And Jar's here again for the hit takes. X9 playing an incredible game, making sure that these downs are very difficult. And while demanifested, we can't get a tag, so Jar might just hard commit to this body block, and that means our 5th gen will pop. Pallet drop now being put down. Jar still here to body block for Zafiris. What a strong performance to start off our Sadako set. It's been literally incredible, banger after banger. It looks like Jar's just kind of chilling out and enjoying the show, but Zafiris will now go down. Jar is still in the area though, lurking around, trying to be a little bit of a menace. Ward's dropping Zafiris there to try and maybe get a tag onto Jar. Does get the tag in, but with no condemned stacks up, it means that these survivors are in a pretty good spot just to kind of come in and maybe try and push for that 3 out. TPing to our other Main Street gate, which has now been opened, so endgame collapse has now begun. We have decided to commit to Jar, maybe try and get our second slug happening. Or, no, it looks like we may be going back to Zafiris to secure our hook onto Zafiris, meaning another stage on the board. Pickup comes through, and this will be our 5th hook stage on the board. Interesting to see if the team decides just to leave with this. It looks like they maybe just taking their remaining outs and making it so that we have a, I believe, 8 stage win condition with full 3 stages onto Note and Zathras, and 1 hook stage onto Angels. So 8-stage win con. Not bad for a Sadako set, because I don't believe she would be getting many stages, being not the most strongest of killer, but good performance for our first match of the Sadako set, so we'll have to see what X9 Clan have in store for our second game of Sadako. So stick with us while we have a very short intermission to prep the teams and get going with our second game of the second match. Welcome back, everyone, to the grand final of Season 3 Blood Rush League. X9 Clan vs Mercy. X9 Clan Angels now taking the mantle of Sadako with a win condition of 8 stages or 7 stages with 4 fresh hooks. Pretty solid win con, considering Sadako isn't one of the more stronger ones. And I'm joined here by Dub. How are you, Dub? Are you excited for the grand finals today?
Hi, my friend, and hi, everyone. Of course, I'm very excited to see this grand final here, and especially when I see some player like Samjel in the killer, for sure, it's gonna be very interesting to see. And yeah, like, it's gonna be interesting considering we already broke the wrong totem, my friend, so we're gonna be one-shot in few seconds, of course! The first down coming through, and unfortunately, I mean, that's very unfortunate for the Mitch here, because it's like you have one chance on 2, basically, and yeah, unfortunately, it's gonna be a very good start for Angel and the Team X9 on this. So, what do you think about this start?
A very strong start. Definitely not what Merch would have been wanting for Haunted Ground to be procced right there, with Blood Favor also up, so we wouldn't have been able to use any pallets even if it didn't, but oh, that was a rough time for Haunted Ground to proc right in the middle of a chase with no nearby resource to quite make it. But that doesn't mean we do have Haunted Ground up and active, but it's going to be running out shortly. But what an incredibly strong start and a super unfortunate timing for Merch, with Haunted Ground meaning a quick down, our first stage going onto the board. And we're now getting some TPs happening, get some condemns happening, straight back into the chase onto Merch, but at least it's basically the same sort of situation though, Dub. Haunted Ground is down, but we don't have that health state, so it's a bit scary. Are we getting hit through the pallet? Oh my god, Merch. I feel sorry for you. What am I looking at? Hit through a pallet after a Haunted Ground pop? This is a rough time for Merch.
I mean, the main issue here is like basically you cannot down on the pallet because with the Blood Favor, you are not able to save pallet here. So like yeah, it was the good decision for Merch to try to drop the pallet, but unfortunately, it's a cross ping game. So yeah, with the the ping difference. We already have the second stage on Merch at like 5 gen. That's just insane for the Team X9 right now. And like you said just before, we're just gonna pray the condom basically. So we saw 2 people next to the hook. We have the Claudette here, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna have the Jake to the other side. We saw the stretch mark here beyond the main. So yeah, exactly. The Jake is here, but we don't gonna chase him. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have the double save in few seconds. But before that, we're just pressuring the gens. But yeah, for now, we are not in a very good position for the team Mercy here. I don't want to be Merch at this moment.
Yeah, Merch is in a pretty rough spot. Not really getting much gameplay for this round of the matches, but I'm not sure if we'll be going for the double save. You know, it will mean that we do have a lot of saves on board, but we do have the double save coming in. Looks like Tylon taking the first set. Very good unhook from Claude, and a nice protection by Merch, meaning that Ward does not get injured. Does look like Angels is transferring over to Ward, but in saying that, Blood Favor is up, so Ward does not have the police pallet to use. And I'm a bit worried, Dub. We've also got Coup de Grace stashed away with 2 tokens, meaning that we have a pretty insane lunge coming up. And I wonder if that will mean that Tylon will be going down shortly. We do have the backshed of main palette to use. Hopefully make some distance, maybe over to the garden to try and use some of the resources on that side, but we have a pretty big lunge coming up, I reckon. Do have the little edge map filler playing the dance of the bush.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. But for now, I think we're just gonna die in 3 seconds, of course. I mean, basically, when you have to play this spot, you know it's pretty dead already. But we got the third stages here and the second fresh. So we just decided to don't chasing merch. I think is the best decision for Angels here because you don't have to 4K basically. You don't have to 4K. You just need to make some more. I mean, more fresh, more stage, and it's gonna be okay. So for now, we're just gonna spam the TV. Of course, it's exactly what you're gonna have to do. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna find the reset point, of course. Oh my goodness, it's not a good position here for the survival of the Team Mercy. And we're just gonna try to make the tag on Bandy. And like we can see, we're gonna be able to kill him. I mean, in few minutes if we continue to play with the TV. But for now, we're just coming back to the hook, and we're just gonna. Oh my goodness, we can kill 2 people.
Okay, this is devastating. 2 people now condemned. This is a very scary situation. Ward and Bandit both condemned.
Whoa!
Oh, a wild coup de grace swing at the window inside of main. We do still have 3 tokens left, but oh, wait, hold on. Bandit has managed to cleanse their condemned, so they're not getting more just yet, which might buy Ward enough time to remove their condemned. But oh my god, that was a scary proc right there of 2 condemned survivors. But Tylon hasn't got much left, but it looks like Angels might be just trying to save that condemned. And Tylon will go down, meaning our second stage on the board will be probably coming through shortly, but it looks like Angels is out for a bit more. Notice that we had a survivor on this front main gen. Oh my god, I was terrified.
Oh my god.
And Wait, this is Ward.
Yeah.
This is our condemned
this
survivor.
Is Ward. Exactly, it can be
This could be
killed.
bad.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, if we have the down on the ward, it's gonna be like pretty over already because like we already have. No way, what we try? Oh my god! But yeah, for now we just had someone pick up the Jake. So right now we just only have 1 people, the maximum on the gen, and right now we just continue to chasing the Claudette. I think someone just gonna try to body block for her, but unfortunately. For the Team Mercy, everyone is injured at this moment, so it's gonna be very complicated for them because we're probably gonna have the down! Oh my goodness!
Oh my god, and with Ward being condemned, they are out of the trial. What a coup de grace swing around the truck. And that is, I believe, 3 stages on the board. We are at the 7 stages for the WinCon. We literally just need 1 more hook, and that is WinCon met for the Sadako set. Oh, I feel bad for Ward. That is not the time you want to be found.
Whoa.
And another crossing onto Bandit as well. Oh god, I think this might be looking a little bit over. What a performance, and oh my condemns. That is a terrifying thing to have. And poor Ward getting caught out with the condemned without being able to cleanse.
I mean, you know, this is why I don't like to play against Onryo, especially in comp, because like if you get you can basically get down in 10 seconds and just have the countdown against you. Oh
Another being hit through the ballot onto Merch, meaning that Merch will also be dead, and this will be our final stage we need for the WinCon, meaning X9 is now taking the Sadako set. They took the Singu set, and now they're taking the Sadako set. They're off to a strong start, keeping Mercy on their toes and putting the pressure on early, but this has been a pretty scary Sadako set. Definitely not going to be blind eyeing this killer anymore, considering they say this killer isn't the most strongest. And another Kuzui over the pallet! Angel's very happy with that hit.
And Bandy just making a joke with the killer because he knows it's over already. But yeah, it was a nasty hit. We don't gonna lie, because like basically with the ping he managed to do something, and I'm pretty sure this is why he played coup de grace just for it basically. Because with the pokos you can make on this palette, that made the difference basically. And for now we're just gonna have Bandy gonna do a pretty decent chase. Oh, rawr, with destroying the palette. Oh my goodness! And we continue to survive. Bandy just doing an amazing job right now. Unfortunately, it's at the end of the match, but yeah.
And Bandit, it looks to be throwing in the towel, calling it there. But a nice little chase at the end there. Nice little vault over the pallet to deny the hits. And without coup, didn't get that massive coup lunge, but that was still a spicy coup lunge for those games. The big swings. And Tylon now being picked up, meaning that we will be getting a 4K at 2 Oh my god, Sadako may not be as weak as what people think. What a performance by Angels. Meaning that our second set of the grand final will be going to X9 Clan, putting them at 2-0 at the moment for our, I believe, best of 7. So, damn, Dub, what a banger of a game to join in with this.
Yeah, I mean, I joined at the good moment, apparently, because yeah, with this fantastic performance, with I mean, a little bit of luck. We don't gonna lie, because like with the anti-ground at the start, that just helped a lot. But for now, we're just gonna see the third set with the nightmare. So it's gonna be very interesting. It's the X9 clown pick, of course. So guys, we just gonna let you wait a 5 minutes or something like this, and we come back after with the third set. Stay with us, my friend. We come back in a few minutes. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Blood Rush League final here. Right now, we're just gonna have X9 with Angel on the Freddy the Nightmare himself on Retro Shop. So it's gonna be very interesting to see. We already saw a previous very good set with the Onryo pick. So right now, we just with this 2-0, we're gonna see if the team Mercy gonna be able to just taking the first point of the match. So that's gonna be interesting to see. And of course, I'm joined by Ghosty here. So what do you think about this game, Ghosty?
I'm very keen to see how this goes. Freddy sets you don't see too often. The Nightmare himself, especially with the changes, a lot stronger than what he was before. Setting up these dream pallets while people are slowly falling into sleep. We'll have to see if Angels is still firing on all cylinders, because the performance today so far has been astronomical. But Mercy have been holding up their own, but these teams are locked. Grand final, they want to take it all. And we have our first chase starting with Ward. Playing the Jungle Gym pallet, I believe, as well. Really good patience on the pallet as well. Merch wakes up as well, so they don't want to be getting TP. They don't want to be in the dream state. Snare coming through, but he does get the revolt, playing the 50s, and doesn't get the win on the 50. Unlucky for Ward. Is in a good spot, though. Not near active gens with Corrupt. Pre-drops the car pallet. Pulling off this loop a bit tighter, but it might be a hit for Angels.
Woo!
I couldn't make on the pallet! My god, Dub. We've got a hit take coming in already, but Snare's coming through. Merch being hit as well, pre-drop happening. What an I don't even know. I'm lost for words, Dub. This has been an explosive start.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a better start than the previous one, and we definitely see Merch and Ward taking them revenge on the Onryo set, because right now they're doing a fantastic job in chess. And unfortunately, right now we're just gonna have the Kate who got zoned into this corner of the map. So it's gonna be interesting to see if someone just gonna join, to make another body block. But we just change to Band-Aid this time. Okay, interesting gameplay. I think it's the best one, because right now we're probably gonna have the first gen popping, because we didn't saw the Jake for a while. And for now, exactly where I don't get Castle cured this time, so it's fine. And for now, we're just gonna have Bandit chasing close to this gen, and we're just gonna kick the gen, of course. I think it's the best option, because we need to see this gen regressing a lot, and we're gonna continue to make the pressure on this gen. But the Survivor actually doing a fantastic start, definitely a better one than the previous one. And it may be gonna make a game changer, on this set. So what do you think about this set for now?
You never know what could happen, and Mercy's really firing on all cylinders. They really want to get that that first set win to make it so that they have a point on the board, not wanting to give X9 Clan a clean sweep. And they're honestly off to a really good start. No hook stages on the board yet. We do have 2 injured, unfortunately, which I'm sure they'll be looking at resets hopefully soon. But with first gen popping, not a bad start. Angels not having we have found, I think it is Bandit over by Funbus. I don't know, this has been a pretty strong start by Mercy for the Survivor side, making it so that it isn't an easy start for Angel, buying time through Corrupt, but I will say batteries included. I've just noticed pretty interesting perk choice for the build alongside the Pain Res, Eruption, and Corrupt. I'm interested to see if we do get some batteries value with that haste that you gain from completed gens. Speaking of completed gens, we've had our second gen popping, and a nice swing through the pallet. Bandit being a little bit too greedy there, I think, but first stage on the board for 2 gens. Off to a pretty strong start, Dub.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And don't forget, we talk about the cross-ping game. Like, if it's you against you, I'm gonna say, yeah, it's a pretty decent start for both sides. But with the ping difference, it's definitely a very good start for the survivor, not gonna lie. And for now, we're just gonna award the revenge again on this loop. And, oh! Destroying the win, oh my
Unfortunate miss.
god! Ward is on fire on this set. Oh my god, that definitely beautiful to see this Claudette just doing a fantastic chase right now. We continue and we won the 50. We are the 50-50 winner today, and we're just gonna be able to play another palette. We're grading hit. Oh my god, I think right now, yeah, it's gonna be the first tag. Unfortunate, but for now, Ward just doing a pretty good job, and be careful at this because he's playing into a 3-gen, so it can be difficult. No, never mind, never mind. I forgot with Freddy. If you see the gen in yellow, that means he popped already. But for now, we're playing very, very well for the Claudette.
Another window vault. Ward is excelling in this chase. Oh, I feel like this well, Mercy have been practicing their Freddy sets, definitely not slacking and keeping Angels on their toes. With the tag on Ward, they are injured playing this sort of edge map sort of jungle game. Oh, dodging the snare again, but I'm a bit worried. We don't have a pallet nearby. We are caught on the little trash pile, and it seems like Ward is finally down, but holy chase, winning all of those 50s. Woods is on fire at the moment. Definitely wants to get some revenge from the previous sets and show they are here to play and are locked in with all cylinders. And I think this will be our second pain res coming through as well. So, and our third gen popping. These teams are firing.
Yeah, like actually Mercy doing a fantastic job. They're totally on fire on this set. And we probably gonna make some. I mean, for me, actually, it looked like a Sage game. Like, you know, for me, it's gonna be very difficult, like impossible to 4K in this condition. But like you said before, on DBD, you are not sure about anything because everything can happen. So for now, we already have the save made on Ward, and for now, we're just gonna protecting the gen, I guess. We're just gonna TP to another gen to try to just cancel the reset. Unfortunately, for Angel, the reset coming through, and for now we're just gonna have to play for one more fresh. I think it's gonna be a fresh playing. We're just gonna try to make some fresh and maybe some score joke, you know. But for now, we don't have any pallet. Careful at this. It can be very dangerous. Unfortunately, Angel just missed his shot with the pallet, and we continue to dodging the power. Oh my goodness! Unfortunately, Thailand don't gonna be a 50-50 winner. Only Ward apparently, but yeah, for now, the Mercy. Oh no way!
Ward coming in with the perfect timing for the flash to save Ward. MVP this match. What is going on? A reblind as well, allowing Thailand to just get out of there. I don't know. I don't even see Ward there. Ward is literally. Oh, I'm lost words honestly. I did not see that coming at any means. What is it? Where do these survivors? Where did they come from? Like. Was this Mercy's pick, or was this X9 Clan's pick? Because I don't know.
It's X9. It's the X9 one.
X9 picks this set, and Mercy's playing forming like this. Like, this must be like one of their sets that they really want to lock in because they might have done some scouting. They know that X9 Clan are some Freddy gamers, but Ward giving the team all the time they need, and we do know that there was at least one gen with very high progress, possibly another one tucked away. So I agree. I think we may be looking at stages. Pallet break pop happening, but not quite in range. But Bandit is asleep. Oh my god, we've had our fourth gem pop. I think you're right, Duck. We might be looking at outs here, so it would not surprise me if Angels tries to hunt down Merch to try and get that last fresh hook on the board, and maybe some camping happening to get those extra stages. I don't know. This has been an exciting third match with the Freddy set. Mercy is here to play. They are locked in, and we've got our chase onto Ward again. Let's see if the 50 winnings continue. They've been a gambling gamer, but they've been winning every single time. And once again, Angels is left, opting to leave. But I will say, we have found Merch, our final fresh hook of the game. If we can get this, at least we've locked in our 4 fresh hooks. But oh my god, Dub. Angels put through the main. Actually, no, I was wrong. We only have 2, so this will at least be our 3rd fresh hook. My apologies, Dub. I was wrong by that. I was a bit too excited, I think.
It's okay, my friend. I mean, I can definitely understand you at this point because, like, we just see a fantastic comeback for the team Mercy here. Rare! We're destroying the window once again when I
Another
thought, oh
window
my
goal.
god. I mean, at this point, we can see Angel, like, he's stressing a lot. We can see how he's stressed because, like, every time when he uses the power to breaking the pallet, he uses this with delay. And if we have the tag coming through forward, it's maybe to don't give one. Oh my god, it was the adrenaline. It was the adrenaline, my friend. For now, two stage on the table, two threats only, and we continue to chasing merch. And we have the gate next to the shack, and don't forget, if someone are here for body block, and I'm pretty sure someone gonna be here, it's gonna be like two stage game. No, we're just gonna TP to the gate before, and unfortunately we decided to turning around the hill and not playing it. Maybe it's gonna be the time. No way, it's gonna be the two-stage game. Oh, what a game for Mercy here. Oh my god, Ghosty.
Mercy and showing what they're made of, really putting it onto X9 like, I'm sorry, but Ward, MVP of that match. Flashlight save out of nowhere. A brilliant body block to buy the time for that exit get to be powered. We almost saw a phase through though. I was getting a little bit worried that Merch was not going to be making it out of that trial with the phase through. I believe it was a snare. I didn't realize that Freddy could actually phase through survivors while snaring. That's kind of cool, actually. Good to keep note of, but poor Angels, that was a rough match. Mercy really giving it to him and trying to get, I think, a little bit of revenge there, but we'll have to see if Mercy's killer can beat 2 stages. I don't know, Dub. That's a pretty unlucky win con, or unlucky win con for X9, but you never know. They could juice just as hard, win just as many 50s, and maybe even get a beamer save as well. We'll be back very shortly after a very quick and steady intermission, so stick with us for our second game of Set 3, The Nightmare. We'll be back shortly.
And welcome back everyone into the Blood Rush League, and this time we're gonna see Ward after a fantastic performance in survival against the killer of the team X9. We're gonna see the killer of the team Mercy against the survivor, not Ja, Zephys and Angels on Retro Shop again against the Freddy with the win con for the survivor to 1 stage or two stage, but like with only 1 fresh. So that should be very difficult for the survivor. Not impossible, of course, but I'm just gonna ask at my best co-caster here, Ghosty, what do you think about this game for now?
I think Ward's in a pretty comfortable situation. 2 stages. I don't know how X9 Clan are going to pull this out of the hat, but I agree. It's never impossible. It's not over until it's over. X9 Clan could pull out a miraculous game, as they have been firing all cylinders in our previous 2 sets, showing that they're here to win. They want to take our grand final. And I don't know, it's going to be tough for Ward to not take this, since literally 1 survivor being eliminated from this trial will be enough for the win con. But we'll have to see how much time Jar, our Lara, can buy for our first chase through Corrupt. I have noticed a slight build change though, Dub. We have Sloppy instead of batteries included. Slower resets. First tag coming through onto Jar as well. Does have Shack to play. And the gens are whirling. I don't know how X9 Clan are going to pull this off. Especially, I'm so surprised that it went the way it did, considering that this was their pick. But a nice dodge by Lara with Shack Pallet going down as well. Off to a really good start. But it's 2 stages, Dub. I don't know. It's going to be a rough game for X9 Clan. What do you think?
I mean, for now, like you said just before, Judge is just doing a very good, very good start. But considering the sloppy, it's gonna be difficult for the survivor, because if they make a body block, it's gonna be harder, you know, to resetting together. But at this point, hello, Angels. But yeah, at
Wild Angels appeared.
Yeah, exactly. Like he appeared like a savage Pokemon, bro. Catch him. And for now, I think you know, like we didn't took too many hit for the why we didn't took the hit. I'm surprised why not didn't took the hit, and we just gonna pick up under palette. Carrefour, and no safe palette, unfortunately. So it's gonna be the first stage. We need like 2 more, just 2 more to making the win condition complete for Ward, and we are already at 4 gen left, so it's gonna be difficult for the soul, like you said. But yeah, for now we just need to keep playing like this, and Ward they're gonna be definitely the MVP of this set. So that should be interesting to see what's gonna be the answer from the team X9 right now.
I'm sure Mercy are cheering Ward on right now. MVP of the Survivor match, now leading him into the killer side, getting our eruptions applied to the generators, but he's going to be chilling. Oh, we do have the unhook coming through. A nice time waste with the snare and a nice swing, getting the tag onto Zaphyrus. Sloppy now being in as well, meaning that that's going to be a slow reset. I don't know, Angels, if this is a good time to be body blocking while injured when we only need one more hook on the stage onto the board to hit tie condition. Our second gen has popped though. X9 showing that they can get gens done even with such a tight and tough situation with the win con, and we'll have to see how well Angels can pull off this chase. Winning the first greed on the 50-50 on the car pallet. Very patient and does get hit through the pallet. Eruption proccing onto 2 generators as well, and I believe that one of our corner gens was our most progress, and no being called out. Our Ash player, the rare Ash survivor. The little pun of, as I said before, the wild Pokemon appear. Oh! And a pallet saved by Note! Okay.
No way.
X9 really wanted to put the pressure up. What do you think, Dub? It's getting very close.
I just want to say X9 don't give up, and we definitely see that. But unfortunately for them, they're not lucky with the NNG. I don't know if you saw this, but there is a nasty 3-gen into the top side of the map, and we pop another gen. Rare, we won the 50-50 onside like twice for Zaphis here, but unfortunately we have the down here coming through, and
we have a double gen. Oh my God. We are at 1 gen left.
But for now, the tie condition is complete already for Ward, so one more stage and it's gonna be the win condition complete, but careful is not finished, and everyone is here. Oh my God,
the whole squad is here.
That's unfortunate, considering the Hash playing like a full dead zone is gonna be complicated after this palette. So yeah, not have to do his best for now. You have to last basically, but yeah, we saw the Nia, but I think the Nia coming too late because we're gonna have the no. Never mind, never mind.
Makes it in time. But we get the snare phase through. I saw it before and was like, wait, Freddy can phase through with snare, and we've just seen it again. Nia now taking another tag, revolves in the palette. But this is very dangerous. If Note gets hooked, that is win con hit, and we don't have Legendary Beam Slave. Angel's doing a bit of a come over here. I think they know what's about to happen. And our third stage being put onto the board, meaning Mercy are on the board with their first set win point. I don't know what more X9 Clan could have done with such a tight and tough win con. We've got a couple of bags from Lara, showing a bit of banter, a big swing at the pallet, plus 50 wood right there. And a very nice quick unhook onto Note, playing our Esmat Filler pallet back into the small jungle gym. I think it's a pallet gym. But with Wincon being met, Ward can now just rest easy, chill out for the rest of the game, and just see how we go. Getting a TP onto the Jang, cutting. What did we hit? What in the hitbox was that? I don't know what Ward just hit just then, but we will still get the down and no. But I don't know, Dubs. Did you see a wall there? Because I definitely did not.
No. Just imagine. Like, I was surprised to see the Jahir, but yeah, unfortunately, I mean, I'm very surprised of the Hota aim. Like, guys, can we just talk? Like, we don't have the time to talk. That's just insane. And for now, we just using the 15 second of borrow time here, and not, I think, just gonna take the free pick like this. We're gonna have the save flash coming through. That's just an insane. That's an insane play here. I don't know if War knew about it, but yeah. For now, we keep playing, and we have already 4 stages. I think for the result, he can maybe try to kill Ja. If he managed to make 7 stages, it will not be bad. Hello, Lara Croft. And yes, for now, there is no safe flash. Maybe a firecracker. No, it's not gonna be a firecracker. So it's gonna be 7 stages, and Mercy taking the first point of the match for them. So it's gonna be a 2-1. It's a 2-1 here. So that should be interesting to see how it gonna be right now, because it was the X9 clan pick. We have to say once again, because this survivor, the survivor of the Team Mercy playing very well, like if it was them own pick. But yes, it was the pick of the Team X9. We don't have to forget this. And for now, we're gonna see the next set, the Boba set, the Cannibal, with this time the Mercy pick. So I hope you're gonna be excited to see this match, guys, to see this set. So stay with us, my friend. We come back in a few minutes.
Welcome back, everyone, to the grand final of Blood Rush League Season 3 X9 Clan vs Mercy, with Mercy, MVP from last match, Ward, taking the mantle of Bubba, a beloved killer for some, unless you're not a fan of the old basement Bubba, on Dead Sands, a bit of a scary map, especially if you get placed in the basement. You definitely want to try to avoid that spot, but we'll have to see. Oh no! Wispy gets caught up onto the little wall, meaning our first down comes incredibly fast. Meaning Corrupt does go down, but we do also still have Ruin, Agi, and Caster's Curse. Ruin just got popped up. I think I may have jinxed it a little bit. What do you think? We've still got Agi and batteries, but I may have done a bit of a Caster's Curse on that. I apologize. What are your thoughts, Dub, on that start, though?
I think you are more unlucky than me, but for now, with this fantastic body block coming through by Zephys right now, we're just gonna have the second chance for the Wispy, and this time I hope you don't gonna body block into a wall. I think he got surprised about the energy, because with this interesting loop, sometimes you can be stuck very easily. So right now we're just gonna have the Ace come back to the previous position, and right now we're just gonna leave it because we know we are far away than the regen. It's exactly what you have to do, because unfortunately, at this point, like it looks like a very good start for Ward, but considering the no hook at this moment, we don't have any corrupt and we don't have any ring on the table. So right now we're just gonna have the first hook, yeah, but at what price? Because we don't gonna have anything to make the regression on the gen, So that's gonna be complicated for now.
I'm a little bit worried though, Dub, because it looks like Ward might be going to that dangerous place, the basement. This is not the best place for our ace, because if you get put down to the basement in a Bubba set, chances are you're... Oh! We've had a second drop off pickup.
No way.
That is kind of weird. Do we have breakout in play? Because these body blocks to the first hook denial, and now Lara aggressively going down to the basement to deny that hook in basement, which honestly I feel like has saved X9 Clan from a massive amount of pain, since if you go down into basement on Dead Sands against a Bubba, chances are you're not seeing the light of day again. But with an incredible save, or you might as well say a save by Jar, and an unfortunate bump there for Ward, we've had our first gen pop, and into a head-on. Oh, that was just mean, I think. Not only did we get the bump, but a head-on straight following up, but Wispy now playing this palette, but doesn't make it through. And we've had a double gen pop.
Right, 2 gens!
Okay, this is a bit of a devastating start for Ward. MVP from the last match, but has been put through the pressure of this game. But
oh no,
Lara is nearby again, though. And looks like Ward's not taking that chance again with Basement, even though Basement would have been a really good position to be in. Doesn't want to take that chance with Jar again. Seems to be potentially a breakout player. If we lost that hook again, that could have been literally another gen pop with still no stages on the board. But our first stage coming through, not the worst case. And no being pushed into the edge map, but the problem being that is away from literally all of our gens, so very smart play by Ward to drop that chase. Looks to be heading back to the hill, try and get a down on Wispy. Jar being called out, but looks like Ward wants nothing to do with Jar. Opting to go back for, I believe, it is Wispy again. Yes, Wispy now back in chase again. Do we get this chance to sweep?
No, what? What?
Okay.
Can you explain me that?
Surely can we get a bit of a fix with the collision on this map? Because how do vines stop a chainsaw, Dub? Like, answer me that. How do vines stop a chainsaw?
I don't know. I cannot explain that. Maybe it was a golden one, but for now, yeah, we lost another gen by this one. I mean, I feel like Ward gets so. I mean, he got robbed by the game. Like, it's not his fault because he had the down on Wispy, and right now one stage and we pop all of the gen. Considering the very horrible start for the Wispy, with the first chase, we can say it's definitely a miracle for the team X9 right now. In Survivor, they did a fantastic job, and I think we don't gonna have the time, because for now, if we just opening the gate in front of the Boba face, it's gonna be like 3 stages maximum, and it will be fantastic. Oh wait, no, we didn't open this one.
We've gone to the wrong gate.
No way.
It looks like with that we'll only be getting 3 stages. What a performance by X9. That early body block. Wait, we might get Hatch. Hold on. Oh no.
We don't.
That was close,
oh
but
my god.
Okay, I don't think we were expecting that start from. It seems like it's a repeat of the Freddy set. X9 apparently though putting the pressure on some Mercy's end with the Bubba set, denying those first 2 hooks with, I think it may have been breakout and the body block hit onto the hook. Wow. Definitely didn't
I
expect
mean,
that from a Bubba set.
I mean, my friend, I'm gonna say this moment. I think we just swap. You know, I think the Nightmare was the pick of Mercy, and the Carnival was the X9 pick because like that soon like this, it was just incredible to see into the Survivor. Right now, we're just gonna see the survival of the team Mercy. We're gonna see the onslaught from this team right now. So stay with us, my friend. We come back with the next Booba set.
I run a tight ship, so
Welcome back, everyone, to the grand final of X9 Clan versus Mercies, and set for Bubba with a very rough win con of 4 stages, 3 for Tycon, on Dead Sands again, with an impressive performance by X9 survivors, with a good amount of value from Breakout and a nice hit take to deny the first hook. And a nice pallet drop by Ward. It looks like he might be pushing for that MVP status again in the Bubba set. But Dub, what do you think? What are your thoughts? 4 stages is all they need. It's a pretty good win con to be hitting.
I mean, yeah, definitely, it's definitely a good win con. Not gonna lie about this, and especially when you have some birds who helping you, because like, it's gonna be interesting to see with the cord. Oh my god, we tried. We make some focus attempt, but unfortunately for the Wispy, we just have Ward playing with a very good connection. So I think we're just gonna leave it because for now, rawr, we're destroying once again the window. But for now, we have to leave the gen. I mean, for the gens, because if we continue to play like it, we're just don't gonna make this win con complete. Because, like you said just before, if you manage to get down into the basement on this map, it's pretty over already. But right now, I think it's gonna be the downtime. Yeah, exactly. Elo did a very big mistake and he's gonna give the first stage already at Wispy here. That's unfortunate for the team Mercy here, but yeah, for now it's not finished anyway. We maybe gonna try the flashbang save, I don't know. But yeah, the first hook coming through here at Forge left.
Not the worst start, with a gen at least popping for that hook. And no pain res as well to get some regression happening, and it looks like we have our most progress gen maybe at Shack. I'm not sure what other gens may be cranking at the moment, but first hook being on the board at 4 gens, and with a build like Blood Favor and a nice one, and a nice hit into the... Oh my... I'm surprised we didn't get a tantrum there, but we have got it down onto Ward, and Illo is in deep wounds.
So just behind we have we saw the Kate, we saw Merch next to Ward here. I think maybe we're just gonna try to make an instant save. No, never mind, my bad. I cut you for nothing, my friend. That's my bad. I'm sorry.
You're all good, Talb. It's been a pretty exciting grand final, but it looks like Illo's been called out, not letting these stages come through, but is still in deep wounds, so doesn't have a lot of health to play with. Even though, let's be real, it is a Bubba, so we do have that insta-down capabilities with the Saw. But we've been, unfortunately, body blocked by Ward. We might get a double down here. We do get the endurance hit. Chainsaw getting cancelled out, though. Not getting that extra tag onto Illo, but 2 stages been on the board already. 2 more for Wincon, and I think we may have just saw another, so it might have been the Kate lurking around at the moment. And a nice check of the locker. Ward maybe trying to set up for that head-on save, but this is bad. This is our 3rd save on the board. Win condition looks to be met if we get this pickup onto Ilau.
No way!
Wait, no. Merch coming in with the beamer save, not letting the win condition be hit. What a play by Merch. We have 2 fresh hooks on the board, though, which I do believe, though, Dub, that does mean that win condition may have been met. What in the tantrum? Hit through the windows, through endurance. Okay, Wispy, okay. And with Blood Favor, we have no pallet save available, so we can just stare right at that pallet. And we're going into the basement for Ward for their final hook, but with that, with the 2 fresh hooks, Wincon has been met even before that, so X9 Clan, Wispy will be taking set 4, making it a 3-1 for the board, meaning match point, I believe, to X9 Clan. Mercy's End going to have to make some performances happen here, otherwise X9 Clan might take the grand final right from underneath them. What do you think, Dub? Do we think that they can pull it back in the next couple of sets?
I mean, for this, they have to fully opt in like they did against the Nightmare. And to be fair, if you really want to know what I think about this, I I thinking like, oh my god, this tag coming through. I thinking like the Team Mercy is better where I mean they're better when they play Survivor first. So we're gonna see because for now it was the pick of the Team Mercy. So we just gonna have to play the Deathlinger set. And of course, it's gonna be the pick of the Team X9, so we're gonna have X9 in killer for this time. But for now, we have Merge taking a very good chase, and when I say that the caster curse once again, we're just gonna have the down coming through. But for now, we speed playing very well, and I'm just gonna say something on this final. We saw a lot. We saw a lot of juicy save flash and juicy save like save palette, save flash. It was just insane to see, and for now we're just gonna take one more stage, and for now we're speed doing a very good job considering this map and the killer. I'm just gonna say like we are already at five stages. We're just gonna chase Halo, and if we manage to down him before the save, I think it can be a 4K1 or 2, definitely. Oh,
Very possible
Jake-
of a 4K2, but we did, I believe, see Jake. We have, and we might have just enough of the chains
No
to switch to get
way.
it down onto Jake. Do we reach him in time? It cancels out just before the tag comes through, but in saying that, Jake is in a very tough spot. Bamboozle coming in, revolts the window, fakes out the triple vault, which may have caught Jake off guard. Pylon might be going down, and does. This will be securing our 4th fresh hook, even though the Wincon has meant this is our 4th fresh hook coming in now. Wow, Wispy's played an exceptional game, even though Survivors have put up a very good fight, considering Dead Sands can be a pretty rough map to play on, especially against the Bubba. Resources aren't quite there. Merch is seen off in the distance, lurking for that pull onto Thailand, but Wispy's not making it easy. Merch going in for the save, but choosing to get away from there. Probably not the ideal play, considering that as soon as that chance will raise up again. Did we just see someone jump into a locker? Did Merch just jump into a locker?
Yeah. He goes to the local, to give the possibility at Hilo to save. But unfortunately for him, we're just gonna take the Hilo down instead of this. And for now, we're just commenting on Thailand here. Okay, that's this is because we have the blood favor here. This is why. But for now, when I talk, of course, we lost it, and right now we just come back to Hilo, and I say we're just gonna hook same on the same one. Okay, no, definitely no, because we just have the gen to kick Juice next to it, and we still have 2 gen left, my friend. We still don't have to forget this. We still have 2 gen left. That's just insane. And for now, we're just playing for the save. And oh my god, it's gonna be the flick time. Oh no! And when I said that, oh, my friend, please remove my caster curse. That's horrible. That's horrible. I'm sorry, but that's horrible.
I wish I could take it from you, but I swear to God, the amount of times that Caster's Curse has hit me, it is the bane of a caster's existence. Like, why does Caster's Curse a thing? Please, like, the gods, the entity above, please get rid of Caster's Curses. I feel bad sometimes when you say something's about to happen and it just completely throws the match or goes the opposite way. And with that, Illo's going to be out of the match as well. Wispy having a bit of a gaze over at Taiwan over in the distance. And looks to be giving a chase to Merge for one of our probably last chases. A nice flick around the corner with Merge might be getting this down. A down comes through. Imagine if Eerie Flesh was on the table, Dub. I think that would have been a crazy double down if we had Eerie Flesh on the board. But honestly, well played by Mercy to be able to get to this point with a bit of a rough start. But I agree, considering that what we saw last time. A flick around to get that last down as well for the 4K at 1, not 2. They did get that last gem pop, so very nice. But I think you've called it, Dub. X9 Clan picks the killer. Mercy seems to lock in and just excel at that match. And we've seen the exact reverse here with the Bubba set. Bubba being X9 Clan's choice, and Mercy have just gone, no, we're not playing this one. Let's go to set 5.
For the it's gonna be the set 5 with the Deathlinger right now, and it's gonna be the pick of an X9. So it should be interesting to see how the Survivor gonna play, because like we said just before, the Team Mercy is better in Survivor first. So we're gonna see how is it gonna play on this set, and I'm very interesting to see what's gonna happen, because Deathlinger is so 50-50 because basically you can be able to 4 stages like 4K though, so that should be interesting to see what's gonna happen, guys. So I let you wait a couple of minutes and we come back in a few minutes. Welcome back, everyone, into this grand final. And right now, we're gonna see the set 5 with the team Mercy against the team X9 Killer Pix, and we're gonna have the Destin Girl Wispy here on Suffocation Pit. So it's gonna be very interesting to see. For now, we are at 3-1 for the team X9, so that's gonna be a match set. So that should be interesting to see what's gonna happen. For now, we're playing. We are very passionate for now with the gun, but we already have the first tag on ward. So I'm gonna ask at my great co-caster, what do you think about this set? Which result you expect from Wispy here?
I'm going to be interested to see what Wispy has tucked away. Destiny is an interesting set choice, being not a very sane killer, but with a nice first shot, good patience off the bat, and Ward, unfortunately, not winning the mind game over by the loop, I believe, at 3. Bit of a rough start. First will come in at 5 gens, and looks to be our first look being a pain res as well. We'll have to see if we can keep the momentum up as well. Ooh, maybe not a pain res look, maybe a hook in deep 5 corner. Maybe saving that pain res on ward for a bit later on when we have a little bit more gen pressure. I'm interested to see some pretty good shots though. Slinger can pull off some pretty crazy shots through certain terrain as well, so I'm interested to see what Mercy offer in terms of chase and plays, but we might have to see if we can get that max range shot. Looks to be sussing out the 7 side of the map, seeing if we have any other survivors lurking around. And I believe that Slinger doesn't usually get many stages in the competitive setting. Not being the strongest killer, honestly, when I've played, felt a little bit clunky with the shots, but who knows? Wispy might be one of those first-person shooter gamers and maybe a bit of a cracked Slinger gamer. Almost getting a really nice shot onto Illo there, but Ward has been unhooked, down at 5. Looks to be Tylon gets it, but Wispy is straight on their heels. Ooh, another very close shot. What do you think, Dub? We're getting some pretty close shots, but Slinger can be a bit dodgy with the hit registration. Do you reckon that might cost him a lot in this match, or do you reckon we might get some nice, smooth shots throughout the match? Maybe seal it off. Maybe a kill or 2.
Oh my god, then we we have the little emote because we're just managing the crossing far away. And like you said, like yeah, the Destiny Girl don't make too many stages on this map. With this result specifically, I think it's gonna be like 7 or 8 stages, considering the first down. It's gonna be maybe more. It's gonna be maybe more if we're just managing to hook into the pain res here. So I think we may be gonna have a body block like we saw with the Boba set. I don't know, but I expect that. Okay, never mind. And we didn't core the pain res. Unfortunately, we give so much info. We know right now the pain res was on this gen into the bottom because we saw the Jake coming into the bottom side of the map, and right now we're just gonna kick it once again with the eruption. So I think right now the Jake had the time to cross, and it's exactly what. Oh no, it was not the Jake, it was the Ace. That means we have a more pressure on 5 than on the gen, and the FTP, the farther people coming through. Very well played by Merch here. Definitely right now we need to down the Cade because she played very well, and we don't gonna have the time to kill a ward if we just committing on him, and we're just gonna be patient again. That's a very beautiful play here by Wispy, and we're just managing to put another eruption on this gen, and I think we're just gonna hook and try. Oh wait! Oh, never mind. It was
Ward
close.
being cheeky with it again with the flashlight. I'm sorry for cutting off double. Oh my god, Ward's been super on it with the flashlights, trying to get that MVP. Flashlight save again.
I mean, it was close to flashlight, but for now, it's not a good position for the team for the team Mercy because Ward get found, and right now we're just breaking the main, so we're just gonna have to down Ward to just making the 3v1 at 3 gen left. That's just insane here. That's just an insane job made by Wispy here, and right now one of them gonna have to pull in same time. That's gonna make the thing more complicated, and we're gonna have the Jake here. Oh, never mind. We don't gonna save anything. We're just gonna use the cigar. Never mind, we continue to tag. Oh my god, that pressure is insane. Actually, that's definitely insane, not gonna lie.
Definitely for a Death Slinger set as well. Wispy played that super well, denying that unhook onto Merch, meaning that Merch is still chilling on the hook. 2 injured survivors, with Ward being our death loss engine. Tylon being called out, but does make the window vault at least. And a nice dodge onto the shot so we don't get dragged up to the window to be down, which would have been pretty devastating and tough for the team to be in. But I don't know, Dub. 2 injured survivors, Merch looking to be potentially going to second. And Illo has been caught out as well. A nice shot over the little small boxes. Looks like we're going to get some Cigar value, I believe. 'Cause I'm pretty sure you want to be breaking the chain with Cigar, but that crash did not give Illo much distance, so that's going to be our second down survivor, and Merch also in the background has gone to second stage. So we have 2 Death Hook survivors, 2 injured survivors, and one of those injured survivors is also on Death Hook. Do we maybe see a 4K, maybe a 2?
I'm just surprised that Thailand didn't took the time of the ace chases to just pulling. So right now it's gonna be complicated because 2 of them are at the same position, and we're just gonna have to wait exactly Merchill. If we just grab him with the shot, it's gonna be tough for them because basically we can wait. We can just wait, and it's exactly what Wispy gonna do. Look at this. We're gonna have the down soon, I guess. Exactly. Oh my god. And right now we're probably gonna use the pain raise on him. I think it's gonna be the best solution because right now we're just gonna make another pain raise and we're just gonna make the 3 versus 1 at true gen left. That's just insane. And if we found the Claudette after, I think it can be 4k2 or 4k1 at least. Maybe 4k1 because we have a lot of pressure here.
Very much possible, but in saying that, all 3 survivors remaining are also injured, so if Ward isn't careful and gets caught out, we'll be down to a 2v1. Oh, sorry, Ward. This might be another Castle's Curse moment. Ward has been found over by Shaq, and I think I hit Ace as well. Ooh, playing a dangerous game with and a nice swing through the pallet. Ward is also chilling by the window. I'd be careful, Ward, because Slinger can shoot through that. You don't want to get pulled through that. Meaning we have 2 slugs at 2 gens remaining.
Oh, what a try.
Oh, I saw the vision there, Wispy. I saw the vision. That was been a great shot to land. Holding the window.
Oh.
Ward, you are playing a dangerous game right now. We might see another gen pop though, because we do know that mid-gen did have a high amount of progress. Good dodge on Ward. Really denying this down and might allow Thailand to get that last gen for at least a 4K1, which for a Slinger set, this has been an incredible performance and also a lot of stages as well, considering, I don't see many Slingers getting sets.
Oh, wait!
We've actually got the pick up onto Ace. Ward actually pulling off miracles. Another shot through the window and the pallet goes down, so Ward's in a pretty comfortable spot. Okay.
Ward cooking, definitely. That's just insane for now. We might popping this gen. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have Thailand, my bad. Just popping another gen, especially if they're opening. But for now, we just have Ward. The Claudette got gave so much time at the team Mercy to pop another gen, so that's just insane. For now, we're just gonna play the 2 versus 1 at 1 gen left, so it's definitely possible in this position to make 1 more gen popped, considering we didn't pop the top mid gen, and we have to remember it was that mean the Jake did a gen 0 to 200%. That's just insane. So right now, what's gonna happen? That is the question we ask.
Also considering that we do have a very nice gen split if they decide to forgo that mid-gen, with I think we still had that generator tucked away we do. So we've got both a top side and a bottom side gen at pretty much max distance. So in theory, Mercy could literally just leave the mid-gen. As much as it would be a lot of pressure loss, they could just forgo the pressure on that mid-gen and then literally just go hard on the very top and bottom gens, or even maybe double 5 right now. Oh, a very nice attempt by Wispy on that shot through the wooden barred window. Bit scary to think that you could be thinking, I'm chill, I'm safe, but just because of a few wooden boards, you get shot through the window. Our last 2 remaining survivors are injured, so you might as well say we're playing with Eerie Coin, but not have to hit the max range. Insta-downable. I think a 4K0 is still possible though, Dub. If we get 1 more good chase, showing that we managed to get a gen from 0 to finish with that massively good chase by Ward, and even the pickup onto Illo as well, we could still maybe get the 4K at 0, but Wispy's played a good game. 4K1 still probably doable if we get a quick down onto Thailand now. But I reckon... Oh, sorry. Quick down...
Oh, the resetting.
Reset coming through. Was that second win, maybe?
No, definitely no. Like, it was a long time Elo get Anok already. I will say maybe, Inner Strength. I don't know if it's allowed, but... So,
it
maybe
might have been Inner Strength, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's possible, and it's gonna change everything because if Elo right now is full life, he can definitely pressuring the gen usages before, and I think it's exactly what you're gonna do. This is why right now we're just gonna have Wispy coming back to this gen, and we saw the survivor on the shack, so maybe it's gonna be the hero time. Okay, I'm pretty sure he's the BL, is the balance ending of the team exactly. This is why
Yep.
we're just using it to going to the mid, and right now we're just gonna put an eruption on this gen as well. I mean, like you said, one more good chase gonna make a 4k0, but one bad chase gonna be a 4k1. So, oh, we saw the medkit. Did you saw the medkit? Oh my god! And he saw the medkit, of course. It was maybe a medkit reset in this case.
Maybe, yeah. It could have still been inner strength, since I'm pretty sure with the balancing, inner strength is legal, but seeing that med kit in Ilo's hand, it could have literally just been a very good med kit heal. And another nice shot. This might be enough to drag into the paladin and get the hit. Oh, that was such a close swing. If Ilo went down there, we probably secured the 4k1. But Talon's been found at 2. That gen's got a lot of progress, so I think that Mercy may potentially be able to get the 4k at 0 with such high progress on that gen at 2. Well, we've had some rock climbing in DBD. What was that? Pallet not... What's a pallet, apparently? It looks like we can do some parkour with some rock climbing as well. Eruption does go down, though. But, yeah, interesting. Keep that in mind, chat. The rock pallets with the... Well, rocks with the pallet in between, because I'm pretty sure that they spawn on not just Suffolk, but on a few maps. Apparently, both Survivors and Killer can just parkour straight over, so... I don't know,
Yeah, it's
Dub. I need to keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I already saw that, and I already saw some killer using this against me in Scream. But yeah, like I didn't expect to see this in tournament, considering it's more like a bug abuse, you know. So for now, we're just gonna have the down coming through. But I just hope we don't gonna abuse to it because you know, of course, it's not the survivor problem. But yeah, you know, it's not very fair, you know. That don't gonna change. The 4k1 is on the table right now. That means for the Team Mercy, if they want to stay here and have a chance to taking the win of this grand final, they're gonna have to make a 4k2. So I think it's gonna be Ward once again on the killer. But Ward gonna have a very big responsibility on his shoulders right now. So I think it's still definitely possible to make a result like this, considering the play of the survivor at the start is definitely like a 50-50. You can gamble. But for now, we're just gonna have the 4k1 confirmed here, so I just hope we're gonna see a good match. I mean, a good, another good trial on the Deathslinger, considering the map. And I mean, I love Deathslinger, so I give you the last word on this, Ghosty, and we come back in a few minutes.
It's going to be a fun one, I'm sure, so we'll have to see what... I believe it probably will be Ward does, but stick around as we go for our second Deathslinger set for potentially the match. Ward has a little bit of pressure on him as well, though, considering that this is literally the set and match point, you might as well say. So hopefully Ward can perform like they did on Survivor. And as we said before, when Mercy played Survivor first, they did cook up a pretty good result. So who knows? And I agree, Deathslinger being a very fun and pretty enjoyable killer diverse for most parts. Let's see how many shots and if Ward's been down on the firing range practicing those harpoon reels. But we'll see very shortly after a very short intermission, so stay tuned with us as we go into potentially the final match of our grand finals of Blood Rush League.
I hope you be yourself and lose your friends. I hope they call you out for shit you said. I hope you're miserable until you're dead. To myself, if I said it out loud, you'd be burning in hell, and I can make everybody hate you almost as much as you hate yourself. But I won't, 'cause I know one day it'll come around. But fuck you for now. I hope you never fall in love again. I hope you be yourself and lose your friends. I hope they call you out for shit you said. I hope you're miserable until you're dead. The damage but you dragged me through mud. Here I come, now I'm petty as fuck. I hope you never fall in love again. I hope you be yourself and lose your friends. I hope they call you out for shit you said. I hope you're miserable until you're dead. I hope you're haunted by all your regrets. I hope they fuck you up inside your head. You know I don't forgive but don't forget. I hope you're miserable until you're dead. I hope you never fall in love again. I hope you be yourself and lose your friends. I hope they call you out for shit you said. I hope you're miserable until you're dead. Don't have to sell my soul. He's already in me. Don't need to sell my soul. He's already in me. I don't have to sell my soul. He's already in me. Don't need to sell my soul. He's already in me. I wanna be
And welcome back, everyone, into the grand final. And maybe this time it's gonna be the last part of this grand final. So right now we're just gonna award the killer of the Team Mercy against the survival of the Team X9 for the Folky 2 win con for the killer and the Folky 0 win con for the survivor. So for me, it's gonna be very difficult to do that in killer, but I'm gonna ask at you, my friend. So what do you think about this win con, man?
Not the worst win con for most killers you would expect to see, Dub, but for a killer like Deathslinger, it's going to be tough for Ward. We've seen some incredible performances by Ward today during this grand final, but I don't know, it's going to be a tough one to get a 4K2, even though someone would think, oh, 4K2, surely that's not overly bad, like, surely that's not going to be too hard, but it is Deathslinger. As much as he's a pretty fun killer, not too overtuned or overpowered, just in general, like, fun to verse normally. I might be saying this a bit too soon with a potential early down onto Jar. I've just been completely made to shame again, but a nice follow-up shot after the pallet stun hit, and a nice hit off the shot, meaning our first down being at 5 gens for Ward. But I'm sure we've got some gem progress in the background, so... And maybe a miscom onto Pain Rares, I believe that may have been our Ash? No. Very rare survivor to see, but always good to see him. But in saying that, that wasn't too bad of a chase. I don't think we used too many resources as well. I think Jar got a little bit unlucky with the run through main and getting caught off with the double back by Ward, so very well played. But honestly, the survivors can play very passive with this unhook. They could afford just to sit the gens, get some progress, but I think I've been cast this again. They've opted to get that unhook onto Jar pretty quickly, and Jar desperately trying to make main building manages to slip through. But in saying that, as we know, Deathslinger can just hold, wait out that endurance, they'll have to see if the timing is right, and it is. Jar does go down, but in saying that, that down did cost Ward the first gen of the trial, so we'll be hitting our second stage at 4 gens, depending on if they've been splitting, which it sounds like we've got some pretty high progress on this gen over at 10, maybe at 3 gens. That may have bought enough time for the second gen to pop, which it does in Ward's face. Zaphis confirming the second gen for the trial, but in a bit of a dangerous spot, Dub, in this corner. Edge, I don't know, wall, terrain, bit of obstacle. I'm not sure, but yeah, 2 stages on the board, Dub, and a tunnel being secured at 3 gens. What do you think? Ward's not off to a bad start, but almost at the Tycon.
I mean, for now, with the FTP right now, Wispy just making a good play, but for now, I just gonna expect right now a good chance from Ja to save his team, because they need to break. They still need to break the 3 gen into the top side of the map, and we just got the grab once again with the gun. But I think right now we're just gonna play the bot side of the map, and I'm pretty sure. Okay, no, we don't have the time. We don't have the time to play it. Oh my God, what a grab here! But yeah, we continue. Unfortunately, we give the speed boost at Ja right now. But yeah, we have not, and I'm pretty sure not is here to just let the survivor just cross peacefully into the bottom side of the map. But we pop this gen in mid 3, so that means we already blocked the true 3 gen in some time. That means right now we're just gonna have to pop the true gen in bottom or the true gen in top, and we're just gonna take the free tag. We're gonna take the free tag, and I think, yeah, we're just gonna try to give more time at Ja here. We just try to give more time at Ja, but for now we need to, Ward need to kill Ja faster than possible, but in the same time we're making the pressure into the gen in 1, and I'm pretty sure someone just making the pressure in this gen into the bottom side of the map as well, and we're playing the main building of Suffocation Pit. We know it's one of the best main of DBD, so of course it's gonna be tough, it's gonna be difficult for the Ward to making this down, especially when you play against a killer survivor like Ja. Like, you know what he's doing, and for now we already turned 3 times around the main, maybe a 4th time, because for now we don't have the entity blocking the window, and we missed the shot. And unfortunately right now we need to make the pressure on 1. We need to leave the survivor, because we already make the we already make the tie condition for the survivor right now. We need the down right now. If we don't make this down, it's gonna be very complicated. If we don't make this down, it's gonna be the lose of the team Mercy on this grand final. So right now we are into a very difficult position, my friend. I'm not gonna lie. We have a gen far away in the full bottom of the map. They can just double it or maybe triple it, and sometimes they can pressure 1. That's just tough for the killer right now.
It's really unfortunate that we still have all 4 survivors remaining. Being able, Jar being able to rotate to bottom side, but a nice shot right there. Does manage to break 3, but as I was about to say before that, very nice shot by Ward. We do still have 4 survivors up at the moment, meaning that we can be pressuring that bottom side gen at Shack, which, by the sounds of things, is getting pretty high pressure. Just showing that they do have some good movements against Slinger, but we also do have that very high progress gen up at 1 top side of the map, so Ward really needs to get it down as soon as possible, get that eruption proc onto 1, and hope that he can hold it. But Lara is just proven that they know how to duke, and in saying that, our gen at 1 has just popped, meaning our win condition has been met, and I believe that is match win for X9 Clan.
Yeah. Yes, it is. We have a winner. We have a winner, my friend. X9 Clan won this grand final, and I think it's gonna be with a very small result. Like, it's gonna be 3 stage, my friend. Ward played the win con, so it's totally normal to have this result. I'm not surprised, because Judge just did a fantastic job. Wispy as well, because with the FTP, without the FTP, it will not be the same. But yeah, for now, I give you the last one, and it was incredible to see.
Honestly, the grand final today has been an absolute spectacle to watch. Both teams have been performing out of their minds. We've seen great players by the survivors, great players by the killers. As much as X9 Clan had a very strong proceeding throughout this grand final, Mercy's End still put up one hell of a fight, did not give them the clean sweep, making this a 4-1 match one to X9 Clan. A big congratulations to X9 Clan for taking the win of the grand final of Season 3 of Blood Rush League, but absolute props to Mercy's End for making it this far as well, making it to the grand final as well, showing that both of these teams had the capabilities, had the skill. Like, it was an amazing performance by both sides. I don't think we could have had much more of a better grand final than what we got today, but I appreciate you being here with me, Dub. It was fun at the start, running through the Singularity set and the Sadako set, but it's been an absolute blast having you join me for the remaining sets. But yeah, once again, a big congratulations to X9 Clan for taking the grand final and winning Blood Rush League Season 3 grand final. A big congratulations also to Mercy's End for coming in basically in second place, but also still making it also to the grand finals, and also to all of our other teams that have participated in Blood Rush League Season 3. It's been a great time being here. I'm definitely looking forward to our next season to see what the teams have in store for us and what we could expect to see, since you never know what could happen in the fog. Anything is possible, and we've got some pretty amazing teams here participating. So thank you everyone for joining us today, our viewers. Thank you to the staff who operates the league behind the scenes. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Dub, for joining me. It's been an absolute blast casting with you. I myself am Ghosty, but thank you everyone for being here for our grand final of Blood Rush League. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day, night, evening, or afternoon, and we will catch you guys in the next event for Blood Rush League. Take care, all.